It's a hot and humid day here in Cordele, Georgia at Watermelon Speedway, doing some testing with my teammate Kazuya Taguchi, and we have the GT radial rig out here, and yeah, it's going to be a good day. Just making sure that the tie rod improvement that we did between New Jersey and now works. So going to throw a lot of angle at the car and then just be aggressive on throttle to try to bend the tie rod, so hopefully it doesn't actually bend. And getting ready for St. Louis next week. Car's looking really good. So these cars looks cool, but missing a few bumpers. I think they're getting wrapped in Tennessee or something like that. But yeah, always a pleasure to drive this thing. It's amazing. So much range. All these marks. Some from last time, I guess. But yeah. So, time to go have some fun. We've gone through 2 sets of tires so far, and the car feels pretty good. I was really focused last time on just trying to keep up with Kazuya. I've never actually tandemed with a Pro 1 car before, and despite having, you know, a tire disadvantage being on the narrower tire, I was kind of able to do it just because I think I was able to just chop the line. It's really hard to keep up with him on the straightaway and the run up, but then once in drift, I can just basically out brake him and brake later and use less and get on throttle sooner, and then that's how I'm able to kind of suck up on him a little bit. But when it comes to the areas of like full throttle, yeah, it's like kind of hard to keep that proximity or, you know, not fall back. But it's kind of funny. It's like, it's pretty cool. So it's a lot of fun because he is a really good driver and definitely somebody that I can learn off of. And the car feels pretty good. Tried to dial back throttle. So Jojo the tuner just said like, hey, like you're kind of blowing the tires off the car, which is very true. This does have a tremendous amount of power, and ironically, like foot to the floor doesn't mean faster at this point because there's so much wheel speed and just tire and grip can't keep up because great tire, but it's too narrow, right, for the amount of power that I have. So he said try 3/4 throttle, and that's what I was doing basically on the second session, or yeah, the second session of the runs, and it all felt really good. So yeah, we're just gonna keep practicing and go through a few more sets of tires, and just gonna try to work on staying with Kazuya on the straightaway, and then on my lead runs just continue to like feel the car out, make sure that it, you know, handles well. But I mean, I think I know the range where I want to drive it in, and if I exceed that, then there's potential for, you know, the car to feel weird and wonky. But when I just try to run a clean, smooth line, like I feel like it's kind of doing what I want it to do. So definitely a few differences. Like I've noticed they said they changed the caster settings in the front, and yeah, the steering doesn't feel exactly the way it did. So I'm not sure. Yeah, but you know, I kind of like my old setup better. And maybe I need to focus more on dictating the way I want the car to feel versus just driving around how the car is and adapting my driving to it. I don't know, TBD. About to hop in the car for another session. How do you think testing went?
Hot.
How do you think testing went? Did you?
Very hot.
Very hot? Oh, it was hot. That's what you
Yeah.
said. Oh, I thought you said, huh?
Yeah, it was great testing. You know, we are using very similar chassis. Not completely same, but still like similar. We could share like a lot of good information with each other, and also we could practice together. Actually, it was first time to practice together at the testing day. It was great.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's gonna be great next weekend, right?
St. Louis, right?
Yeah. Yeah,
No.
I think so.
Yeah, no, it was really cool. We were able to trade different ways of a plan of attack for next weekend, but also Kazuya gave me some great insights into, hey, you're like squatting too much and you're actually not helping. And then we made some adjustments to the shocks, and I was able to keep up with him on the straight a little bit better if I time my launch right. And yeah, actually on the last run it was really funny. I gave you the thumbs up and then realized like I wasn't in gear and then didn't have my camera on, and then yeah, fell behind. But yep, good times. Jerry, you happy with how testing went?
Yes, sir.
Anything more to add?
I think we're ready for St. Louis. So both cars are doing good. Nate's driving good, Kazuya's driving great. So we're ready for St. Louis.
Awesome.